And welcome back to the Business Spotlight. I'm Pat Dewar. Dr. Mary Swift is with us today, 2011-2012 Consumer Choice Award winner in the Dallas area for cosmetic dentistry. We're talking about, well, the dental experience from how do you find somebody to when you get them on the phone, set the appointment. Dr. Mary, we've gone all the way there. We're in the door.
We're in the door.
What are we going to look for?
That's all good because you can tell a lot by that phone conversation. So they've done their job well getting you in. My girls in my office, are told never to ask a patient their name. Never.
Really?
You stand up and you reach over and you shake their hand and you say, "Welcome, Patrick, to my office." I tell my girls they need to know more about that patient when they come in that front door than that patient expects them to know about them. And a lot of that has to do with the information that's gathered on the phone when the appointment is made. We make sure that we know everything about your insurance. Now that's a luxury. You might not find that in every practice, and that's a plus. And if you're using any kind of dental benefits, believe you me, people don't know what their benefits are. They have no idea. And so it's just a little simple verifying their insurance for them is a big plus for my patients. They really appreciate when I know more, when my staff knows more about their insurance than they do themselves. So you walk in, you're greeted by name.
Right.
You are not asked what you're there for or what your name is, because if they don't know. Anyway, so sit down, make yourself comfortable. Is it comfortable? It's pretty trendy nowadays to offer the patient something to drink while they're waiting and make them as comfortable as possible. And this again is if you're in private practice setting. I don't know that you would find that in a clinic setting. And here's where I give the viewers permission to eavesdrop, if you can. Listen in to how the staff members treat each other. Do they say please and thank you to each other? Are they polite? Do they look like they're happy to be there? Do they look like they enjoy working there? Same thing on phone conversations. Sometimes you can get a customer that needs a little time and care to help, and is the person on the other end of the line patient with that? Yeah. So patience, kindness, all of that in the reception room, and cleanliness again is what you should see out in the reception room.
What about listening for? I mean, it's the age-old thing of drills in the background.
Oh well, yeah, I know. I wish.
Is there any, do they?
That's
kind of a.
It is. It's the way it is now. There's been some major improvements, and I'm Dallas Laser Dentistry because lasers are, we're supposed to be what takes the place of the drill, but. If you've ever heard a dental laser, I think it sounds worse. It's really pop, 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 pop. It's crazy loud and scary to me. So that wasn't the answer. We tried. Drills are here, and for some people, that's what sets them off. Some people, it's the injection. Everybody has something unique about themselves that makes coming to the dentist difficult. And one of the ways to know if you've got a good match with your new dentist is if they can identify it quickly, put you at ease, and make the rest of the appointment as comfortable as possible.
Now, I know that you're unique in that you've actually really worked with your girls. One, you pick them, or your folks, you pick them well, but you train them continuously. And that's something that the average consumer probably wouldn't pick up. Me as a sales trainer kind of person, I got it. And I loved it because it's something that they really knew how to read you and work with you.
Well, you got to have a captain, though, of the ship to steer things. The temperament of the office, the rhythm of how things are run, calmness. And so they've listened to me for many years. I've got some staff that have been with me for a long time. We We treat from the heart. One of the nicest things about dentistry is there are options for every situation, every person's personal situation. You know, sometimes you want to go that way with a plan because it fits the lifestyle of the patient better now. With a plan that, you know, maybe in a few years we'll be able to do a little bit more. So, you know, find somebody when you're looking for a dentist that gets to know where you are in your life. You know, I have patients say, I'm going to be losing my benefits, I'm going to retire soon. What do you see anything that I should be looking at and planning for? And find somebody that knows where you are in the world and what your needs are and can listen to your specific set-offs and appease you and get you through the appointments comfortably. So we've gotten back that far now. We've gotten into the chair.
That's really good. I know that as we, you know, what we've really created is how to take you from your searching, your calling, your sitting, and what to begin to notice while you're there, see, and ask even when you get in front of the dentist. As we go into this next segment, we'll wrap up a lot of this, but even beyond that, show you some tools of, well, what you really should get from your dentist. This is Pat Dewar. This is Spotlight. We'll be right back.
I've worked every position in the office. I've been a dental assistant, I've been a hygienist, and now a dentist. And it's made me a better caregiver on every level for my patients. One of the things I think I've learned over the years is where to put my technology money. You know, you can buy the latest and greatest and it sit on a shelf, or you can figure out within your practice what's going to make the patient experience better. My practice offers several cosmetic procedures that are enhancing smiles with whitening, with Invisalign, the invisible braces, with porcelain work. So we see people's lives improve when we give them a beautiful smile. That's rewarding. The latest and greatest tool I have that keeps me excited is probably the Invisalign, invisible braces. It has allowed me to evolve my practice into a philosophy of move it, don't remove it. In other words, where I was before I had that tool, move it where I want it instead of putting something on top of it. Staying involved in dentistry on every level, local, state, and national, makes me a better dentist for my patients. I would hope that my patients would feel that from that phone call, even that initial phone call, all the way through to the end of their experience, that it was the best care they've gotten ever. When a patient, especially a very nervous patient with some dental anxiety, when they send their friends and family to us, then we know we've done a good job. That's the biggest compliment we can receive. Our patients are our life and our livelihood, and we appreciate every single patient that walks in that door. And these are our family, and we treat them that way.